and welcome to Sydney CYC's Christmas celebration. We're just going to be chatting to a few of the people that have been heavily involved in the production of CYC over the past 4 years. Wishing you a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and a very happy 4th birthday to CYC. Tell me why you think it's important for youth to get involved with CYC.
I think as an active member in the church, it's good to be involved with spiritually and as well in the where instead of them get involved in other things outside, it would be great to be involved with the church in social and if it's filming or music or media. So it gives a chance to everyone to express himself well. So it's a great idea.
And Abuna Bishoy is a big reason why everyone gets involved in CYC. How did you meet him?
It was by chance. Abuna is living in the street we live in, and then we have the friends living in the street, and then we went and met him, and he's just amazing. The way he runs the channel, he spent all his time for it, day and night. It doesn't matter. All over the world, from one country to the other. His health, I think, is affected by it. Sometimes I try to help with him, if he needs anything regarding his health-wise, and sometimes just traveling on the road for hours on the run, you just have to eat whatever is there, and sometimes that can upset his sugar, or so he is really heart and soul into that channel, and he believes in it, and that's why it's flourishing.
Something that might be a little bit unusual to viewers across the world is that we have a hot Christmas. The sun's out, it's about 35 degrees today, so we're sweating it out while we're celebrating. And I've got Dina here, who has actually been involved with sweating it out with CYC for a whole year. Dina, tell me why you got involved with CYC.
Well, when we first met Abuna Bishoy, we really didn't have a choice. So when he said get involved, we got involved. No, our first project was, of course, Christian Youth Chat. And I was doing that with Samuel Hamina and Hani Ibrahim and yourself. And I think that was the best show that's come out of Australia so far. I'm sure the rest are good, but I'm so proud of it, and I really want it to get started again, and maybe I could call that my proudest accomplishment for CYC.
And what is your 4th birthday message for CYC?
May CYC live to be thousands of years old. May our children and our children's children benefit from this channel, and may the youth of Sydney really grow and be as committed to serving CYC as the youth of the US and all over the world. So thank you to those who have been backstage the last 4 years in every country all around the world, supporting CYC and helping it get off the ground. It wouldn't be here without any of those people. May God bless you, and may the good work continue.
Yusuf's a good mate of Kimo, our cameraman. And yeah, I guess you guys will just be working pretty heavily together behind the camera. And I guess you don't get as much recognition, but thank you for all that you've done this year for us as well. Tell me why CYC is important as a member of the youth.
Because I've been told that it's the only Coptic English channel, so it's helping get people to become familiar with our religion and our way of life, I guess, and that can only help.
And tell me a little bit about what it's like having a hot Christmas.
It's great. I'm not a fan of the extreme heat, but it's pretty good now. It's good weather. You get to go to the beach, bum around at home if you want. It's just good.
So Andrew's just finished his HSC and he's going to have a bit more spare time to help out with CYC. Tell me why it's important to get involved.
Well, I think it's important that all the youth sort of we unite together and we help each other out, and we try and serve. So it's really important for our own spiritual life, and it's important to help spread the word of God. So I think that's why it's the main reasons for yourself and for helping others. That's the main reason.
So what are some of the shows you'd like to see on CYC?
I'd like to see some more interviews actually with the new Pope, because we haven't really heard that much from him, and he's just come, and we want to see what sort of direction he wants to take with the church, and just see a bit more of him, because he looks like he's a really nice guy, and obviously he's the Pope of our church, so it's important that we understand like what his vision is.
Dr. Wagdinata has also been heavily involved in serving CYC and helping raise funds for the network. Tell me why you got involved with CYC.
It's actually it's a wonderful service. It's the only channel which can present our Coptic and rich Coptic heritage to the West, as Abuna is saying today. And being involved in the church, and I know exactly how important to reach with that message to the younger generations, and the one who speak English here and don't really understand the good, the good value and the sort of the richness of our church. I found it really an important avenue for them important avenue for them to sort of to reach this heritage through this channel. It's beautiful. I mean, I can't. I mean, there's so much in it, and there's so much of beautiful things on the channel and been broadcasted, and I sort of encourage everybody to have this channel in their houses. It's beautiful.
And CYC is actually turning 4 this year, so tell me what your projections are for the channel. What do you see happening? Where is it going to go?
Look, I think first of all we need to make everybody aware of it, and what Abuna is doing is wonderful, because it's at least people aware of this channel. And the other thing is just to encourage everybody to bring it to their homes and to encourage the kids to look at it, because once you watch it once, the kids will just get attracted. And every time I turn on the CYC and any of the children just passing by, they sit and just they sit and sit and sit until it's finished. So people should be aware of it, and they encourage the kids to watch it, and then you're not going to do much after that. It is so attractive. My prediction is, God willing, it will grow and grow and grow, because it actually carries God's words, and God's words are so effective, and it will grow, and it should grow, because it's God's words.
CYC's 4th birthday. Where do you see CYC going?
I see the CYC travelling heights above that we can imagine, because Christ promised that for us. I can see the CYC reaching youth all around the world, all Christian youth, anybody that wants to learn about Christ, anybody that wants to build and establish a solid relationship with Christ. I feel like it's going to be a central and a key way and a good platform for all the young viewers around the world, and especially that it's an English-speaking channel that carries rich orthodoxy. I feel like it's a niche, and I feel like it's something a little bit different that's being offered to people, and I hope that everyone takes advantage of it.
And one last question. Tell me how you got to meet Abuna Bishoy.
Actually, it was really quite funny how I got to meet Abuna Bishoy. I was just told that there was a Canadian-speaking or American-speaking priest that's coming to visit us, and he needed a lift back from one of the stranded campsites here in Australia, because we live quite a fair distance away from the campsites. So I travelled about, 40 k's to go pick him up, and on the way home in the car, I think it was the beginning of a new friendship, and it's lasted this long, so I think it is one that God intended for it to be. Now about to turn the tables on Miriam. Miriam is actually one of our key presenters in the CYC, and she's interviewed every person that I personally have known. She's one of our most eloquent speakers and one of our best youth talent that we are so lucky and so blessed to have Miriam with us in the CYC. We wish her every success in her media career, and we thank you so much that she's volunteered all her time and efforts with us. Now, Miriam, time to taste of your own medicine. What would you like to say to the CYC viewers for the new year?
I'd like to tell CYC viewers to get involved. This is such a hugely blessed service, and every time we get involved we see just massive transformations in our lives. From our spiritual lives to our working lives to our family lives, everything is bettered for the presence of CYC. Occasionally Sydney viewers, Sydney CYC members are a little bit slack, and we slow down with production. So we hope that we can continue to entertain, educate, and maybe even inspire through God's words in the coming year. And send us on your suggestions, and hopefully we'll deliver.
And what would you like to say to them for the Christmas season?
A very Merry Christmas to all of you. I hope that this coming year starts off a lot better than the last. We're definitely keeping everyone in Egypt in our prayers. We hold you so dearly, and we hold you near to our hearts, and everything that you're experiencing, we are too. So we hope that we grow together as a community and as a church, and just that the prayers of everybody are answered.
What are your wishes for the CYC's 4th birthday?
I just wish prosperity and long life for CYC. I hope that it expands, and that it is a service that everyone recognises the value of and gets involved in, myself included.
Alles Gute zum Geburtstag, CYC.
Noch frisch CYC.
Happy birthday CYC. نشكرك بالعربي نشكرك بالإنجليزي thank you بالفرنسا ميرسي بوكو نشكرك بالسواحيل اشكر مونجو بالإيطالي جراسي بالقبطي شبه موت نشكرك